Yes. So here your function is f of z, which is equal to 2 iota z. First of all, we will separate its real and imaginary portion. Real part is represented by u, which is equal to 0 here, and the imaginary portion is represented by v, which is 2 iota. Now we will take the partial derivative of u and v with respect to x and y to fulfill the conditions of CR equation. So ux will be 0 and uy will, again will be 0. V is equal to 2y, so Vx will be 0 and Vy is equal to 2. Okay. So here you can see the first condition of your CR equation is Ux equal to Vy, but in this question Ux is not equal to Vy. So CR equations are not fulfilling in this function. So we will say that this function is not differentiable. F dash of z does not exist at any point. Okay. Part C on your screen, you can see the question is same to show that f dash of z does not exist at any point. So first of all, the function, we will separate its real and imaginary portion. The function is f of z, which is equal to 2x plus iota xy square. So we will separate its real and imaginary portion. Real part is represented by u, which is equal to 2x, and imaginary portion is v, which is represented by xy square. To fulfill your CR equations, we will take the partial derivative of u and v with respect to x and y. Okay, so u is equal to 2x, so ux will be 2 and uy will be 0. Similarly, we will take the partial derivative of v. V is equal to xy square, so vx will be y square and vy is equal to 2xy, partial derivatives. Okay, now we will check ux. First condition of your CR equation is ux equal to vy. Here you can see that ux equal to 2 and vy is equal to 2xy. So ux is not equal to vy. So CR equation is not satisfied by this function. So you can say that the derivative of this function does not exist at any point. If your CR equations are fulfilling, then we can say that the given function is have derivative at any point. Okay, because there is some problem because CR equation is not holding. That's why derivative of these function we can't find. Okay. Similarly, part D on your screen, the statement of your question is same to show that f dash of z does not exist at any point. Okay. तो फंक्शन आपके पास क्या है f of z which is equal to e raised to the power x into e raised to the power minus iota x. So here we will apply the Euler's formula as we know that e raised to the power iota minus y. So whenever you will get e raised to the power iota, then you can convert it in the form of the cos and sine by using the Euler's formula which we discussed in our previous lecture exercises 1.1 to 1.4. Okay. So here e raised to the power x, it will remain same. E raised to the power minus iota x. So here minus y is multiplying with iota. So you can write cos minus y plus iota sine minus y. Then we will apply the condition of cos and sine as you know that cos minus theta is equal to cos theta and sine minus theta is minus sine theta. After applying this condition, you will get e raised to the power x cos y minus iota sine y at the top of your screen. You can see, okay. Then we will multiply this e raised to the power x. So you will get e raised to the power x cos y minus iota e raised to the power x sine y. So this is your basic function in which you can separate its real and imaginary portion. Real part which is represented by u is e raised to the power x cos y and imaginary portion which is represented by vxy which is equal to minus e raised to the power x sine y. Okay. So these are your real and imaginary portion. To fulfill your CR equation, we should take its partial derivative of u and v with respect to x and y. When you will take the partial derivative of u with respect to x, you will get e raised to the power x cos y. Then we will take the partial derivative of u with respect to y. Then you will get minus e raised to the power x sine y. Similarly, we will take the partial derivative of v with respect to x and y. So vx will be minus e raised to the power x sine y and vy will be minus e raised to the power x cos y. So we will check our CR equation. The condition of your CR equation are ux equal to vy and uy will be equal to minus vx. But here in this question, you can see that ux is e raised to the power x cos y and vy is equal to minus e raised to the power x cos y. So here ux is not equal to vy. So your CR equation is not satisfying. So we can say that the function's derivative does not exist at any point. Okay, can you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. These are questions in your exercise, if you can see in your Churchill and Brown's book, okay? These are question here and these are solutions. Question number 2, you can see on your screen, the statement of your question is show that f dash of z and its derivative f double dash of z exists everywhere and find f double dash of z when question's first part is f of z is equal to iota z plus 2. So first of all, the function is given to you, which is f of z iota z plus 2. Okay, we will expand this function and then we will find its first derivative f dash of z and second derivative f double dash of z and find the value of the second derivative. Okay, let's start our question. So the given function is f of z which is equal to iota z plus 2. Here we know z is the complex number, so you can write z which is equal to x plus iota y. Okay. Here you can see f of z iota z plus 2 on top of your screen. Just put the value of z which is equal to x plus iota y. After simplifying, when we will multiply with iota and addition and subtraction, you will get the final form f of z which is equal to 2 minus y plus iota x. Here we will separate its real and imaginary portion. Real part is represented by u, which is equal to 2 minus y, and the imaginary portion is represented by v, which is equal to x. Here we want to find the function's first and second derivative. So for first derivative, the CR equations should hold. Okay. So for CR equations to fulfill the conditions of your CR equation, you will find the partial derivative of u and v with respect to x and y. Okay. U is equal to 2 minus y. So when we will take its partial derivative with respect to x, you will get 0. Again, we will take the partial derivative of u with respect to y, you will get minus 1. Okay. Similarly, v is equal to x. We will take its partial derivative with respect to x, and that will be 1. And the partial derivative of v with respect to y is equal to 0. Here, we will check our CR equation. Ux is equal to vy. Here you can see that ux and vy both are 0. So ux equal to vy, the first condition of your CR equations. The second condition is uy is equal to minus vx. Here you can see that uy is equal to minus 1 and vx equal to 1. When you will put uy equal to minus vx, you will get minus 1 equal to minus 1. Okay. Second condition of your CR equation is also holding here. So because your CR equations hold, we can say that function's first derivative exists everywhere. Next question is, if function's first derivative exists, what will be its derivative? Okay. So the formula for your function's first derivative is, you can see on your screen, f dash of z is equal to ux plus iota vx. Okay. It's your, if your function's first derivative exists, what will be its formula? Okay. So its formula will be ux plus iota vx. So what will be the value of ux in this question? Ux was 0 and vx equal to 1. So function's first derivative will be, when you will put the value of ux and vy, sorry, vx, ux and vx, when you will put these values, you will get f dash of z which is equal to iota. Okay. So half of your question have solved here. Now we will find the second derivative. Okay. Here, no, your function is f dash of z is equal to iota. By using first derivative, we will find the second derivative. So we will again consider that it is a simple function g of z is equal to iota. If we take the derivative of f dash of z, then we will obviously take the derivative of g dash of z. Okay. We will just label it. So here your function is in this question. Just a minute. In this question, your function is iota. So what will be the value of u? Real part is 0 and imaginary portion will be 1. Again, we will find the conditions of CR equation. Ux equal to 0, uy equal to 0, vx equal to 0, vy equal to 0. All four partial derivatives are 0. So you can say that the CR equations hold because ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx. It is satisfying. So you can say that again it is satisfying. So function's second derivative f double dash of z exists. Question is, if second derivative is exist, what will be the formula for your second derivative? Okay, the formula will be f double dash of z is equal to ux plus iota vx. This ux and vx is on your screen, top of your screen you can see. Okay, ux equal to 0 and vx in this case is 0. So function's first derivative is 0. Okay, can you understand?
यस सर। सर इसके अंदर
सर इसके अंदर
एक क्वेश्चन पूछना
जी
था
जी
सर।
जी
सर
जी
ऊपर
जरूर
वाला जब हम
पूछें।
जब हमने फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव इसका लिया तो यू एक्स इक्वल टू वी वाई यू वाई इक्वल टू माइनस वी एक्स नहीं आना चाहिए, हमारा यू वाई के साथ माइनस आ रहा था।
बेटा कंडीशन थी यू वाई इज इक्वल टू माइनस वी एक्स, सी आर इक्वेशन की जो कंडीशन है। आप यू
जी
वाई
सर।
की वैल्यू लगाएं तो वो -1 आती है, इक्वालिटी का साइन आएगा, फिर माइनस आएगा, और वी एक्स की वैल्यू कितनी है, 1 आएगी, तो -1 इक्वल टू -1 आ जाएगा। ठीक है,
ठीक है सर।
आप वैल्यूज पुट करें ना, यू एक्स सॉरी यू वाई और वी एक्स की, तो अगर इक्वालिटी होल्ड करती है तो इट्स ओके। ठीक है,
ठीक है सर।
गुड, शाबाश। अच्छा, ये जो सेकंड डेरिवेटिव आपने फाइंड किया, इसमें जो यू एक्स और वी एक्स है, ये न्यू यू एक्स और वी एक्स जो फाइंड किया है उसकी वैल्यू पुट करेंगे, प्रीवियस वाला नहीं पुट करेंगे। ठीक है
सर जी वो ये तो ठीक होगा सर। इसमें जी एफ जी क्यों लिखा है, एक नया इसने फंक्शन
बेटा,
इंट्रोड्यूस।
जस्ट लेबल है, जस्ट लेबल है। हमने, मैं
ठीक
आपको
है सर।
बताता हूँ, जस्ट अ मिनट। इसमें अगर आप ना भी लिखें तो कोई मसला नहीं है। ठीक है, आपको सिर्फ डिफरेंशिएट करने के लिए कि देखें, जो फंक्शन का फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव था वो आयोटा था। अब देखें, हमने इसी से सेकंड डेरिवेटिव फाइंड करना है, तो बेशक आप जी जेड ना लिखें, कोई जरूरत नहीं। अगर आपको कॉम्प्लिकेशन आ रही है, आपको समझ नहीं आ रहा है, इफ यू कांट अंडरस्टैंड, डोंट यूज जी ऑफ एक्स। ओके, इट इज जस्ट अ लेबल।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
ओके, here you can see the next question on your screen, part B. F of z, which is equal to e raised to the power minus x into e raised to the power minus y, minus iota y. Okay. Can you people solve this question?
यस सर।
Please solve this question and send me its solution. You have 5 to 10 minutes to solve this question. Okay. The statement of your question is same. Show that function's first derivative and second derivative exist everywhere. Find the second derivative. Okay. Statement is same as like the previous one. So it's your part B. Solve this question. You have 10 minutes to solve this. Okay.
सर इसका फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव एग्जिस्ट करता है लेकिन सेकंड डेरिवेटिव एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता।
सेकंड डेरिवेटिव कैसे एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता ये बताएं जरा।
सर आगे है करता है।
जी बेटा
करता है सर, सेटिस्फाइड हो गया आंसर।
जी जी, फर्स्ट और सेकंड दोनों डेरिवेटिव एग्जिस्ट करते हैं। मैं आपको सॉल्व बता देता हूँ यहाँ पे अगर किसी को नहीं पता लग रहा। जस्ट अ मिनट। जी, जिन्होंने क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर लिया बहुत बेहतर, जिन्हें नहीं समझ आ सका तो देख लें। सेकंड पार्ट f of z which is equal to e raised to the power minus x into e raised to the power minus iota y. So first of all, we'll separate its real and imaginary portion. Here e raised to the power minus y, we will apply Euler's formula to expand this. So you can write it f of z is equal to e raised to the power minus x into cos y minus iota sin y. Okay, then we will multiply this e raised to the power minus x, and then we will separate its real and imaginary portions. Real part, which is represented by u, here is e raised to the power minus x cos y, and imaginary portion, which is represented by v, is minus e raised to the power minus x sin y. To fulfill your CR equation, we will take the partial derivative of u and v with respect to x and y. Here you can take its partial derivative and you can see that ux equal to vy. Just a minute. So here, by taking its partial derivative with respect to x and y, you can see that your CR equation is satisfying ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx. Okay, if your CR equation is holding here, so what will be the value of your derivative? F dash of z is equal to ux plus iota vy. Just put your values of ux and vy, you will get f dash of z is equal to e raised to the power x into minus cos y plus iota sin y. This is your new function. No, because we want to find the second derivative, again we will take its derivative. Okay, we just label it. There is no need to label it. So f double what will be the formula? So your function is जी जी क्या मतलब पेश है?
बाथरूम कनेक्ट हुए थे।
प्लीज म्यूट योर माइक। आपने अगर डिस्कशन करनी है आप जरूर डिस्कशन करें, या आपने जस्ट अटेंडेंस शो करनी है जो आपका दिल कर रहा है, लेकिन इंटरप्ट ना करें। So your first derivative is minus e raised to the power minus x cos y plus iota e raised to the power minus x sin y. Again we want its derivative, so we will separate its real and imaginary portion. Okay, so the real part is uxy, which is equal to minus e raised to the power minus x cos y, and Vx, which is equal to e raised to the power minus x sine y. Again, we want to fulfill your CR equations, so we will take the partial derivative of u and v with respect to x and y. After taking its partial derivative, you can see your CR equations is holding because ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx. Okay, so after this, if your second derivative exists, so what will be its formula? Its formula will be ux plus iota vy. So you just put the value of ux, recent values of ux and vy, and then you will get the second derivative, e raised to the power minus x e raised to the power minus x cos y minus iota e raised to the power minus x sin y. Okay, can you understand?
यस सर समझ आ गई.
वो एक स्टूडेंट जिसने क्वेश्चन किया था कि सेकंड डेरिवेटिव एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता.
सर हो गया, वो ठीक हो गया, वो मेरी खुद ही गलती थी.
गुड, शाबाश. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन चेक करते हैं. जस्ट म्यूट योर माइक्स. ओके, here you can see question number part C. F of z is equal to z cube. Okay, so you have to solve this the functions first and second derivative. Okay, as we know that the statement of your question is same. Show that f dash of z and its derivative f double dash of z exist everywhere. Find the value of your second derivative f double dash of z. Can you people solve this question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move to the next question. The solution is given. If you have will be some problem, you can see. Okay, we will discuss some other question. So here you can see question number 3 on your screen. Determine where function's first derivative exists and find its value when it's given here. Okay. Here f of z is equal to 1 upon z. So we will find the function's first derivative where it exists and find the value of your first derivative. Okay. So the function is f of z, which is equal to 1 upon z. Here you can apply both cases. If you take z is equal to x plus iota y, the Cartesian form and polar form, you can use both forms. Here we will use the polar form because it is in denominator. It is easy to move in numerator by using the polar form. Okay. So functions first derivative in Cartesian form, the formula of your function's first derivative was ux plus iota vy. But in polar form, the formula for your function's first derivative is written over here, f dash of z, which is equal to e raised to the power minus iota theta into ur plus iota vr. These ur means partial derivative of u with respect to r, and vr means the partial derivative of v with respect to r. Okay, so function's first derivative formula in polar coordinate is e raised to the power minus iota theta into ur plus iota vr. So here we will apply the polar form of z, which is equal to r e raised to the power iota theta. Just put the value of z, which is equal to f of z is equal to 1 upon r e raised to the power iota theta. We discussed these form in our exercises from 1.1 to 1.4. You just recall these lectures. So here you can see that iota is in denominator. So when we will move it in numerator, you will get 1 upon r e raised to the power minus iota theta. Here you can see that in the power of e, you can see iota. So by using the Euler formula, you can write it 1 upon r cos theta minus iota sin theta. Just multiply this 1 upon r and separate the real and imaginary portions. So the real part, which is represented by u, is equal to 1 upon r cos theta, and imaginary portion, which is represented by v, is minus 1 upon r sin theta. Here we will satisfy the CR equations, but the condition of your CR equations is polar form is different from the Cartesian. Here you can see that it is written here, thus clearly r u r is equal to v theta. R, we will take the product of r with u r. U r means the partial derivative of u with respect to r is equal to v theta, partial derivative of v with respect to theta. And the second condition is r will be multiplied with vr. Vr means the partial derivative of v with respect to r. This should be equal to minus u theta. U theta means the partial derivative of u with respect to theta. Okay, so this is your CR conditions in polar form. In Cartesian form, your CR equations was ux equal to vy and uy is equal to minus vx. But in the polar form, your CR equations are your CR equations in the polar form is r ur is equal to v theta. This is the first condition, and the second condition is r vr is equal to minus u theta. So we want, first of all, we want to fulfill your CR equation. So we will take the partial derivative of u and v with respect to r and theta, which is written over here. You can see, you can easily find the derivative, partial derivative with respect to r and theta. Okay. And here, just put the values of u r v theta and v r v u theta in these equations. If these equations are satisfied, then you can say that your CR equations hold. Okay. If your CR equations hold, what will be the value of your first derivative? So the formula we discussed over here, f dash of z is equal to e raised to the power minus iota ur plus iota vr. Just put the value of ur and vr, and then we will simplify. After simplifying, you will get this answer, okay, which you can see on your screen. It is a simplification. If you want, you can understand, and you want to solve, you can easily mold it in the form of minus 1 upon z square. Okay, because it is minus 1 upon r square e raised to the power 2 iota theta. We will take its whole square. Then 1 upon r e raised to the power iota theta. We know that it is value of z. So just simplify. It's just simplification. The second portion.
सर इसके अंदर ये जो
जी जी
जो ये फार्मूला, ये दो फार्मूले इसके अंदर हमने यूज किए हैं, एक अभी जो हमने फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव का, ये हमें याद करना पड़ेगा फिर।
जी बेटा, ये आपको जो CR इक्वेशंस हैं, इसके जो फॉर्मूलाज हैं जो कार्टेशियन में है, आपको वो भी आना चाहिए, आपको पोलर फॉर्म वाला भी आना चाहिए। इसी तरह जो फंक्शन का फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव है उसका फॉर्मूला जो आपने कार्टेशियन फॉर्म में पढ़ा, आपको वो भी आना चाहिए, और जो आपने पोलर फॉर्म में पढ़ा वो भी आना चाहिए। क्योंकि जो गिवन फंक्शन है, जरूरी नहीं है कि हमेशा आपको गिवन फंक्शन कार्टेशियन फॉर्म में ही दिया जाएगा। अगर आपको पोलर फॉर्म में दिया जाता है r और थीटा की फॉर्म में, उसमें आप x और y के रिस्पेक्ट किस तरह डेरिवेटिव फाइंड कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, तो आपको CR इक्वेशन कार्टेशियन में भी आनी चाहिए, पोलर में भी आनी चाहिए। फंक्शन का फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव आपको कार्टेशियन में भी आना चाहिए, आपको पोलर में भी आना चाहिए। ठीक है,
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
गुड। जी, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन मेरा ख्याल आप इजीली सॉल्व कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, फंक्शन का फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव फाइंड करना है। कैन यू पीपल सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन?
Yes sir.
Okay. Let's move. Let's discuss next question. Question number 4 over here. Question number 4 on your screen. You can see that use the theorems related to derivatives and CR equations. Use these theorems, show that each of these functions is differentiable in the indicated domain of definition, and define f dash of z. So our main concern is to find the derivative, function's first derivative, and function is given over here, f of z, which is equal to 1 upon z raised to the power 4, and the condition is z is not equal to 0, because if the value of z equal to 0, then your function will be 1 upon 0, and we know that 1 upon 0 is undefined. So here your function z is in denominator, so we will apply the polar form, and we want to find the first derivative. So the formula of your first derivative will be f dash of z is equal to e raised to the power minus iota theta into ur plus iota vr. Okay, So your function is f of z, which is equal to 1 upon z. First of all, we will fulfill the CR equation, and after satisfying the CR equation, you can say that the function's first derivative exists. If function's first derivative exists, what will be its formula? Formula is written over here on the top of your screen, because here we are discussing in the polar form. Okay, so f of z is equal to 1 upon z raised to the power 4. As we know that in polar form, z is equal to r e raised to the power iota theta. Then we will move this e raised to the power iota theta into the numerator. You will get e raised to the power minus 4 iota theta. Now, by using the Euler's identity, we convert this exponential in the form of theta. So you can write 1 upon r raised to the power 4 into cos 4 theta minus iota sin 4 theta. Just multiply and separate the real and imaginary portion. After separating its real and imaginary portion, we will take the partial derivative of u and v with respect to r and theta, because the conditions of CR equations in polar form is r ur is equal to v theta and r vr is equal to minus u theta. Just put the values of ur and v theta over here and check whether these equations hold or not. If your CR equations hold, then you can say that the function's first derivative exists everywhere except the origin. Why? Because if it exists at origin, so at origin point x0, y0, that means z equal to 0, because you can write in order pair form z is equal to xy. If xy both in origin is 0, then the value of your z will be 0. And if your z equal to 0, your function will be undefined, because function is 1 upon z raised to the power 4. Okay. So function's first derivative exists. If exists, its formula will be f dash of z is equal to e raised to the power minus iota theta into ur plus iota vr. Just put the value of ur and vr over here. Then after simplifying, you will get your function's first derivative. Okay. Can you people understand?
इसमें सर ये ओरिजिन वाली बात नहीं समझ आई।
क्वेश्चन के स्टार्ट में उसने कहा था कि जी डोमेन का बता दीजिए, किस डोमेन में फंक्शन का फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव एग्जिस्ट करेगा। वो कहते हैं कि फंक्शन का फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव हर जगह एग्जिस्ट करेगा डोमेन में, सिर्फ किस पॉइंट पे नहीं करेगा, ओरिजिन पे नहीं करेगा। ओरिजिन पे क्यों नहीं करेगा? अगर आपको 1.1 से लेके 1.4 तक लेक्चर अपने याद हों जो मैंने आपको डिलीवर किए हुए हैं, उसमें हमने कहा था कि कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर की डिफरेंट फॉर्म्स हैं। ठीक है, हमने कहा था कि हम ऑर्डर पेयर की फॉर्म में भी लिख सकते हैं, हम कार्टेशियन फॉर्म में भी लिख सकते हैं, हम पोलर फॉर्म में भी लिख सकते हैं, और हम एक्सपोनेंशियल फॉर्म में भी लिख सकते हैं। देखिए क्वेश्चन में उसने कंडीशन लगा दी है z नॉट इक्वल टू 0। ये कंडीशन तो नजर आ रही है, मैं आपको स्क्रीन पे दिखा देता हूँ। जी, ये हाईलाइट हुआ हुआ क्वेश्चन नजर आ रहा है?
यस सर।
हाँ, here f of z is equal to 1 upon z raised to the power 4 and z is not equal to 0. तो इसका डेरिवेटिव हर जगह एग्जिस्ट करेगा, सिर्फ ओरिजिन पे डिस्कस नहीं करेगा। क्यों नहीं करेगा? इसलिए एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा कि ओरिजिन पे ये जो z है, इसको अगर आप कार्टेशियन फॉर्म में लिखें तो क्या लिख सकते हैं? जी बोले।
x प्लस
आयोटा y कार्टेशियन फॉर्म में लिख सकते हैं। अगर इसी x प्लस आयोटा y को मैं कहूं कि आप इसे ऑर्डर पेयर की फॉर्म में लिखें, तो आप ऑर्डर पेयर में क्या लिखेंगे?
x, y सर।
x y ऑर्डर पेयर। ठीक है, अब देखिए अगर ओरिजिन हम इन्वॉल्व करते हैं तो ओरिजिन पे x और y की वैल्यू क्या होती है? जो आपका ग्राफ होता है उसके ओरिजिन पे 0 होती है। तो इसीलिए इन्होंने मेंशन कर दिया है कि z इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0। ठीक है, z इन जनरल फॉर्म z इक्वल होता है एक्स वाई ऑर्डर पेयर के, और रीजन के ऊपर एक्स वाई ऑर्डर पेयर की वैल्यू 0 होती है। क्वेश्चन में उन्होंने मेंशन कर दिया है ये क्वेश्चन एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता, ये फंक्शन ओरिजिन के ऊपर। अगर फंक्शन एग्जिस्ट नहीं करता तो उसका डेरिवेटिव भी एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा। समझ आ गया?
यस सर, समझ आ गया, थैंक यू।
ओके गुड, लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। Here you can see question number 4 part B. The statement of your question is show that each of these function is differentiable in the indicated domain of definition and then find function's first derivative. Okay, So here we will find the function's first derivative. Your function is f of z square root of r e raised to the power iota theta by 2. So just expand your function, then we will find your first derivative. So here e raised to the power iota theta by 2, by using Euler formula, you can convert it cos theta by 2 plus iota sine theta by 2. And then after this we will multiply with square root r. After this we will separate its real and imaginary portion. Our main task is to fulfill your CR equations, and CR equations in polar form are r ur is equal to v theta and r vr is equal to minus u theta. So simply we will take the partial derivative of u and v with respect to r and theta, and then we will check whether your CR equations hold or not. Here in this question CR equations satisfy, so we can say that function's first derivative exists everywhere in the given domain, okay? Because there is no extra condition in your question. So if your function's first derivative exists, what will be the formula? What will be the formula for your function's first derivative? Because here we are solving this question in the polar form. So the function's first derivative will be e raised to the power minus iota theta into ur plus iota vr. We will just simply put the value of ur and vr, and then we will simplify, and then we will get your answer. Okay? Can you people understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
जी, अगर आपको समझ आ रहा है तो क्वेश्चन का जो सी पार्ट है वो आपके सामने है, मैं पढ़ देता हूँ. योर क्वेश्चन सी पार्ट इज f of z is equal to e raised to the power minus theta cos log of r plus iota e raised to the power minus theta sin log of r. Here your angle is log of r. Okay, just solve this question. Your question statement is same. Just find the function's first derivative over here. Can you people solve this question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, solve this one. You have 10 to 15 minutes. First of all, you will fulfill the CR equations in condition in polar form, and then you will check its function's first derivative. You have 10 to 15 minutes to solve this question, so be quick. Have you people solved this question?
यस सर सेंड कर दिया आप
Good, shabash. Please mute your mic. जी Zainul Abidin. Zainul Abidin.
बाकी और बुला लेना अबू कहाँ है?
Zainul Abidin. देखिए मैं आपको बहुत दफा बता चुका हूँ मेरे पास भी ऑप्शन है मैं आपको म्यूट कर सकता हूँ लेकिन ये अच्छा नहीं लगता कि मैं आपको म्यूट कर दूं ठीक है तो बी केयरफुल आप पहले दिन क्लास नहीं ले रहे लास्ट सेमेस्टर आपने पूरा ऑनलाइन ही आई थिंक सो पढ़ा है ठीक है Okay, let's move to the next question. You can see question number 5 on your screen. The statement of your question is show that when function f of z which is equal to x cube plus iota into 1 minus y whole cube, it is legitimate to write f dash of z which is equal to ux plus iota vx is equal to 3x square only when z is equal to iota. मैं क्वेश्चन आपको ट्रांसलेट कर देता हूँ यहाँ पे जो वर्ड यूज हुआ है लेजिटिमेट उसका मतलब है लॉफुल जायज लीगल और अगर मैथ की जुबान में यूज करें इन सिंपल वर्ड्स यू कैन से दैट हम कब लिख सकते हैं ये जो फंक्शन का डेरिवेटिव है उसको क्या लिखना चाहते हैं वो कहते हैं कि हम कब लिख सकेंगे एफ डैश ऑफ जेड को 3x स्क्वायर साथ में वो कंडीशन बताता है कि ओनली व्हेन योर फंक्शन z इज iota okay so we will check when you can write function's first derivative is equal to 3x square legitimate means lawful legal jais so here we will start of the question because we want to find and discuss your first derivative so it means that we should find the CR equations and after satisfying the CR equation you can reach to the point where you can discuss your function's first derivative. So here the first point is to satisfy your CR equations. Your function is f of z which is equal to x cube plus iota into 1 minus y whole cube. So here we will separate its real and imaginary portion. The real part is x cube and the imaginary portion is 1 minus y whole cube. So here we will we will find the partial derivative of u and v with respect to x and y and after taking its partial derivative the scenario is on your screen which you can see here ux is not equal to vy but the second condition uy equal to minus vx is satisfying so one condition of your CR equation is satisfying over here and the other one is not because ux is not equal to vy but here in this question they want to discuss when you can write the function's first derivative f dash of z is equal to 3x square so if they want to discuss so you can suppose that let us suppose here in this question ux is not equal to vy but to fulfill the condition of your question we just suppose that ux equal to vy if ux equal to vy that means 3x square is equal to minus 3 into 1 minus y whole square after simplifying this we will get x square plus 1 minus y whole square equal to 0 because this equation is 0 so either your x square equal to 0 and 1 minus y whole square equal to 0 if x square equal to 0 you will get x equal to 0 and if 1 minus y whole square equal to 0 so after simplifying you will get y the value of y is equal to 1 so just put this value x and y in z because we know that z is the complex number and you can write z is equal to x plus iota y so put the value of x and y you will get x equal to iota so if z is it means that if z is equal to iota then it satisfies the CR equation So then we will legitimate to write f dash of z is equal to 3x square. Otherwise, there is no possibility to find the derivative of this function, except this, that we will write z is equal to iota. Okay, can you understand?
सर एंड भाई बात की समझ नहीं आई कि 0 और 1 जब पुट किया हमने
जी
उसके x प्लस आयोटा y में, तो z इज इक्वल टू आयोटा आ गया, तो इससे फिर क्या आगे उसमें जो उसने कंडीशन दी वो तो सेटिस्फाई हो गया।
हाँ जी, वो कहते हैं कि जब z की वैल्यू सिर्फ आयोटा होगी इस क्वेश्चन के अंदर, जब z की वैल्यू सिर्फ आयोटा होगी तब हम इस फंक्शन के डेरिवेटिव को लिख सकते हैं, अदरवाइज कोई पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं है। ठीक है, और वो z मतलब कि x की, अब z की वैल्यू x प्लस आयोटा y नहीं रखेंगे, z की वैल्यू कितनी रखनी पड़ेगी, आयोटा रखनी पड़ेगी, अदरवाइज हम इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व नहीं कर सकेंगे। ओके,
ठीक है सर। सर इसका मतलब तो फिर ये हुआ ना कि जब हम z इज इक्वल x प्लस आयोटा पर रखते हैं तो क्वेश्चन किसी भी क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के लिए, मगर इस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करने के लिए हमें z इज इक्वल आयोटा रखना पड़ेगा, रियल पार्ट खत्म करना पड़ेगा।
जी जी,
ठीक है,
तभी पॉसिबल। Let's move to the next question. Here you can see the question number 6 on your screen. The statement of your question is let u and v denote the real and imaginary components of the function f defined by the equation f of z. Here your function is have two values. When z is not equal to 0, your function is z conjugate square divided by z, and when your z is equal to 0, your function value is 0. So your function f is defined by the equation. Verify that CR equation, Cauchy-Riemann equations hold. Ux equal to Vy and Uy equal to minus Vx are satisfied at the origin. Z is equal to 0, 0. Okay, so let's check this. So your function has two values. Z equal to 0, at z is equal to 0, the function is 0, and when z is not equal to 0, then your function is z conjugate square divided by z. Okay, so just first of all we will separate its real and imaginary portion. F of z, which is equal to z mod z conjugate square divided by z. Here we know that z is the z is the complex number, so you can write z is equal to x plus iota y. After taking its conjugate, and then we will expand its square, and then we will try to eliminate the iota from the denominator by using the rationalization process. We will get at this point here, you can separate its real and imaginary portion. The real part uxy is equal to x cube minus 3xy square divided by x square plus y, and your imaginary portion is y cube minus 3x square y divided by x square plus y square. Here we will try to satisfy your CR equation. So we will find ux, uy, partial derivative, vx, vy. Okay. After this, your ux, here you can see uy, vx, it's complicated form. Okay. And uy. These are the value of your ux, uy. Here, again, I will discuss this. The statement of your question was, let u and v denote the real and imaginary components of the function defined by the equation. Verify that the Cauchy-Riemann equations are satisfied at the origin z, only at the origin. Okay. Here you can see we get different values. Ux, here it's ux x raised to the power 4 plus 6x square, like this one, and uy, vy, and vx. Okay, So we will check that whether your CR equations hold at origin or not. Okay. So first condition, ux equal to vy. We will check this on left side of your screen. You can see ux equal to vy. Just simplifying, adding, subtracting, cancelling similar factors. Then you will get 4x raised to the power 4 minus 4x y raised to the power 4. Then we will take its factors. And after simplifying these factors, you get that x equal to y. Okay, so this is your first condition, x equal to y. First condition we will get from your first part of your CR equation, ux equal to y. This after simplifying you will get that x equal to y. No, the second condition is uy equal to minus vx. Just put the values of ux and vy. After simplifying you will reach at this point xy equal to 0 or x square plus y square equal to 0. Either x or y both are 0 or x 0 and y 0. There are two conditions. X0, Y0 and X0 and Y0 both. Okay, so only the zero number satisfy these all equations. There is no other solution of this. So you can say that your CR equations only hold at the origin. Okay, so I think so. It's enough from this exercise. There are some more questions you can see and solve these questions. Let's start next exercise. Here you can see exercise 2.5 from your book Complex Variables by Churchill and Brown. The statement of your question, there is some new, just a minute, I will come back in 2 minutes. Okay, exercise 2.5 from your book Churchill and Brown. Question number 1, here you can see, apply the theorem to verify that each of these functions is entire. So first of all, we should understand the term entire. What is the condition for a function to be entire? If your question fulfills CR equations and all its partial derivatives, 4 partial derivatives, ux, uy, vx, vy, exist and continuous, then you can say that your function is entire. Okay, so basically if your function is satisfying CR equation, then you can easily say that your function is entire. So there is no need to worry about the word entire, and there is nothing new to solve in these questions, but we will just discuss here and then you should solve it. Here, question number 1, apply the theorem to verify each of your function is entire. Your function f of z is equal to 3x plus y plus iota into 3y minus x. So here, our main task is to satisfy the CR equation. So first of all, you will separate its real and imaginary portion. Then you will take the partial derivative of u and v with respect to x and y. If your CR equations hold, here in this question, ux equal to vy, you can see here, and uy equal to minus vx. So both of your CR equations hold. So you can say that CR equations are satisfying here. All 4 partial derivatives exist and continuous. Then you can say that the function is entire. Can you people solve this question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
कर लेंगे ना, इसमें नया कुछ भी नहीं है.
Yes, sir.
ओके गुड. इसी तरह इसका सेकंड पार्ट है, ये थर्ड पार्ट आपके सामने. प्रोसेस वही है, आपने रियल एंड इमेजिनरी पोर्शंस को सेपरेट करना है, सीआर इक्वेशंस को होल्ड करना है, ठीक है। आई होप सो कि क्वेश्चन आपसे हो जाएगा। Let's discuss some new thing. Here you can see the question number 2 on your screen. Show that each of these function is nowhere analytic. First of all, you should know the condition of analytic. If your CR equations hold, then you can say that your function is analytic. If CR equations are not satisfying, then we will say that function is not analytic. ठीक है, इसमें भी नया कुछ नहीं है, सिर्फ क्या करना है, CR equations को hold करना है. Can you people solve these questions?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's move to the next question. So let's discuss something new, because entire analytic and see the condition is same. You just satisfy the CR equation. Okay, there is nothing new to solve and discuss over here. So you should solve these questions by yourself. The solution is given in this exercise. Here you can see some new thing to solve and discuss. Question number 10 on your screen from your book Churchill and Braun. Show that uxy is harmonic in some domain and find a harmonic conjugate vxy when your question is here. Okay, so first of all, you should know the condition of harmonic and harmonic conjugate. What is harmonic and what is the harmonic conjugate? Here your question is, as you can see, that uxy. In this question, either u, the real part, will be given, or v, the imaginary portion, will be given. If u is given, first of all we will check u is harmonic or not. The condition for harmonic is written over here: uxx plus uyy is equal to 0. Uxx means second partial derivative of u with respect to x. Uyy means the second order partial derivative of u with respect to y. Okay, we will take the second partial derivative with respect to x and y. Then you will add. If your answer is 0, then you can say that the given function is harmonic. Can you understand?
सर इसका मतलब है कि ux डबल x का मतलब है कि डबल पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव ऑफ u विद रिस्पेक्ट टू x.
पहले ux फाइंड करेंगे, फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव, पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव, सेकंड पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव के लिए फिर दोबारा फाइंड करेंगे. सो यू कैन राइट इट uxx.
ठीक है सर.
ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले जो भी चीज आपको गिवन होगी, आप अगर आपको u गिवन है, यू हैव टू चेक इट वेदर इट इज हार्मोनिक और नॉट. तो कंडीशन फॉर योर हार्मोनिक इज uxx plus uyy is equal to 0. Then the second part is, and find a harmonic conjugate. If u is given, so its harmonic conjugate will be v, because in your complex function you can see that there was two parts: imaginary portion which is represented by u, and the real portion that was represented by u, and imaginary portion that we represent by v. But here in this question, your whole complex function is not given, just its real part is given. We have to find its imaginary portion. That imaginary portion is called the harmonic conjugate of u. Okay, अगर आपको u given है और ये कहा जाए कि आपने हार्मोनिक कॉन्जुगेट फाइंड करना है, तो u का हार्मोनिक कॉन्जुगेट v होता है. और अगर आपको v गिवन है और ये कहा जाए कि v का हार्मोनिक कॉन्जुगेट फाइंड करें, तो v का हार्मोनिक कॉन्जुगेट u होता है. कैन यू अंडरस्टैंड?
यस सर.
गुड. सो let's start your question. Uxy, which is equal to 2x into 1 minus y. First of all, we will check whether it is harmonic or not. So the condition of harmonic is uxx plus uyy is equal to 0. So here in this question, you will find the partial derivative of u with respect to x, and then again with respect to x. Similarly, we will find the partial derivative of u with respect to y, and again its partial derivative with respect to y. The scenario is given on your screen. Uxx equal to 0 and uyy is equal to 0. Just put this value clearly. You can see that the function is harmonic. Okay. No, we will find harmonic conjugate by helping with the help of your CR equations. Okay. Here we want to find v. So the possible ways to find v is to utilize your CR equation, the relationship between u and v. As you know that from CR equations, it is written over here, ux equal to vy. Okay, in this question we know the value of ux equal to 2 into 1 minus y. Okay, and CR equation, first condition of your CR equation is ux equal to vy. So it means if ux equal to vy, so vy will be equal to 2 into 1 minus y. Can you understand this point?
Yes sir.
Okay. Here we want to find the value of v, but by using CR equation, we just get vy, partial derivative of v with respect to y. Okay. So we want to find v, we will integrate this partial derivative with respect to y. So when you will integrate this partial derivative with respect to y, you will get 2y, there will be bracket, I think so, 2 into y minus y square by 2. No, they just write the direct answer. After simplifying, the answer will be this. Okay, you have to solve it by yourself. When you will take its integration with respect to y, you will get 2 into y minus y square upon 2. After multiplying 2, you will get this situation. So whenever you will take the integration, you will get some constant. But here it is written f of x. Why? My question is why they write f of x instead of constant c? Can anyone answer this question? जी आप में से कोई आंसर कर सकता है मैंने जो क्वेश्चन पूछा?
सर मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम तो सी इंक्लूड करते हैं।
हाँ जी, लेकिन यहाँ पर सी नहीं लिखा, उसने लिखा है एफ ऑफ एक्स वाई। मेरा क्वेश्चन ये देखिए, आपको क्या गिवन था? पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव विद रिस्पेक्ट टू वाई। व्हेन यू विल टेक द पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव विद रिस्पेक्ट टू वाई, व्हिच थिंग वाज कांस्टेंट? एक्स। इफ यू विल टेक द पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एक्स, which part is constant? Y. Okay, so here v in vy, x was constant. So whenever instead of c, whenever we will take integration, you will write some function of x. Okay, can you understand?
यस सर। सर इसके अंदर पूरी की पूरी टर्म x वाली कांस्टेंट के तौर पे बिहेव कर रही होगी ना, इस वजह से उसने फंक्शन इंक्लूड किया।
हाँ जी, फंक्शन। अब हमें v फाइंड करना था, हमने v फाइंड कर लिया। अब इसमें एक टर्म जो f of x है, we will find the value of that f of x. Okay, let's check it. We will utilize first condition of your CR equation, ux equal to y, vy. After utilizing this, we get this equation number 1 on your screen, top of your screen. Now we will utilize the second condition, which is uy equal to minus vx. Okay, so we will find the vx, the partial derivative of v with respect to x. Just take the partial derivative, we will get vx is equal to f dash of x. Okay, because f of x is any function of your x. So as we know, by using CR equation, you know that uy is equal to minus vx. So vx will be equal to minus uy. Okay, it means minus uy is equal to f dash of x. Here in this question, you know that uy is minus 2x. Okay, so just put the value of uy over here. You will get 2x is equal to f dash of x. We just want to find the value of f of x. Here it is given f dash of x. So integrate this, we will get x square upon 2 plus c f of x. Okay, when you will get the value of f of x, just put this value in equation number 1. So you will get the harmonic conjugate vxy, which is equal to 2x minus y square plus x square plus c. Can you understand this? With the help of your CR equation, both condition of your CR equation, you can easily find the harmonic conjugate. ये समझ आ गया?
सर f of x सर दोबारा समझा दें।
कहाँ से समझ नहीं आया f of x में बेटा? जी कहाँ से समझ नहीं आया?
सर जैसे जहाँ से उसने कांस्टेंट इंक्लूड किया ना f of x, उसके बाद जब यहाँ से आपने f of x फाइंड करने की कोशिश की है, वो वाला वहाँ से थोड़ा सा एक दो स्टेप पहले समझ नहीं आया।
मैं आपको जी ये एक मिनट जी, ये v तक समझ आ गई। हमने v हार्मोनिक कॉन्जुगेट फाइंड करना था, हार्मोनिक कॉन्जुगेट की वैल्यू फाइंड हो चुकी है। ठीक है, इसमें ये जो f of x है, हमने ये वैल्यू फाइंड करनी है। और CR इक्वेशन की एक कंडीशन हम यूज कर चुके हैं, ux इक्वल टू vy। हम सेकंड कंडीशन को यूटिलाइज करेंगे, विच इज इक्वल टू uy इक्वल टू माइनस vx. ओके, सो by using the second condition of your CR equation, ux equal to vy, we will take the partial derivative of v with respect to y. Then you will get this equation vx is equal to f dash of x. यहाँ तक बात समझ आ गई?
यस सर।
अच्छा, सेकंड कंडीशन सी आर इक्वेशन की क्या थी? यू वाई इक्वल टू माइनस वी एक्स इक्वल टू माइनस यू वाई हो जाएगा। तो जस्ट पुट दिस सी आर इक्वेशन माइनस यू वाई इज इक्वल टू एफ डैश ऑफ एक्स। ये स्टेप समझ आ गया?
यस सर।
यू वाई की वैल्यू आप पहले फाइंड कर चुके हैं इस क्वेश्चन में। कितनी वैल्यू थी जी? -2x। वो वैल्यू पुट की तो माइनस और माइनस प्लस हो जाएंगे, तो ये आ जाएगा 2x इक्वल टू एफ डैश ऑफ एक्स। यहां तक समझ आ गया?
जी सर।
अच्छा,
Yes, sir.
इक्वेशन नंबर 1 में हमें किसकी वैल्यू चाहिए थी? एफ ऑफ एक्स चाहिए था।
जी सर।
Yes.
हमारे पास क्या आने लग पड़ा? एफ डैश ऑफ एक्स। तो डेरिवेटिव को किस तरह रिमूव करते हैं?
इंटीग्रेशन ले लेंगे सर।
हाँ जी, इंटीग्रेशन ली तो क्या बना? एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस सी। ये वैल्यू आपने इक्वेशन नंबर 1 में पुट की, जो v वाली इक्वेशन थी, तो आपके पास हार्मोनिक कॉन्जुगेट आने लग पड़ा। समझ आ गया?
यस सर, ठीक हो गया।
गुड जी, बाकी सबको समझ आ गया?
Yes, sir.
गुड, शाबाश। सेकंड क्वेश्चन आपकी स्क्रीन पे है। कैन यू पीपल सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन?
Yes, sir.
Statement of your question is same. Show that uxy is harmonic in some domain. Find a harmonic conjugate vxy. Okay, just discuss. I will discuss this question. No need to solve this. First of all, we will check whether it's harmonic or not. Uxy is equal to 2x minus x cube plus 3xy square. So the condition of harmonic is uxx plus uyy is equal to 0. So you will take the partial derivative of u with respect to double x and double y. So here this harmonic equation satisfies. So to find the harmonic conjugate, as you know that the first condition of your CR equation is ux equal to vy. In this question, ux equal to 2 minus 3x square plus y square. By using CR equation ux equal to vy, so you can write vy is equal to 2 minus 3x square plus 3y square. Here, we don't need the partial derivative of v with respect to y. We just want to find the value of v. So, we will integrate to remove this partial derivative. After integration with respect to y, the constant is f of x. Why? Because here the partial derivative is with respect to y, so x will be constant. So, in this equation, you can write f of x instead of c. Okay. So, here we will try to find the value of f of x by using the second condition of your CR equation. As we know that ux equal to minus vy, we will take the partial derivative of v with respect to y, with respect to x. After taking the partial derivative, you will get this equation vx equal to minus 6xy plus f dash of x. As you know that by condition of CR equation, Vx is equal to minus Uy. Just put the formula over here. The value of Uy in this question is minus 6x. Okay. Just put your value over here. Then you will get f dash of x equal to 0. But we want to find the value of f of x instead of f dash of x. So we will integrate to remove this derivative. Just simple integrate f of x is equal to 0 because integration of 0 equal to c. Put this value in equation number 1 and then you will get the harmonic conjugate. समझ आ गया क्वेश्चन? पैटर्न एक ही है सब क्वेश्चंस का।
यस सर।
गुड। ये क्वेश्चन का पार्ट सी है, इसमें भी आपने हार्मोनिक कॉन्जुगेट फाइंड करना है। यू शुड ट्राई दिस क्वेश्चन बाय योरसेल्फ। क्वेश्चन नंबर डी।
सर एक बात पूछनी थी सर, जब पार्शियल डेरिवेट था तो सर डेरिवेट को खत्म करने के लिए हमने इंटीग्रेशन अप्लाई की, तो सर अब जब इंटीग्रेशन हम करेंगे तो विद वो y के लिए ऐसे करेंगे x के?
देखिए, अगर वी वाई गिवन है, आपने किसको खत्म करना है? y को खत्म करना है ना, तो इंटीग्रेशन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू y करेंगे। ठीक है। अगर वी एक्स गिवन है, आपने इससे v फाइंड करना है, तो हमने x को रिमूव करना है, तो इंटीग्रेशन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू x करेंगे। ठीक है। समझ आ गई? देखिए, मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि अगर आपके पास vx गिवन है, जस्ट अ मिनट में किसी क्वेश्चन में आपको ये प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन में समझा देता हूँ।
मतलब सर अकॉर्डिंग टू रिक्वायरमेंट हम देखेंगे किसके रिस्पेक्ट से करना है।
जी बेटा, बिल्कुल ऐसे ही है। देखें जी, यहाँ पर अब आपके पास क्या आ गया था? ये ux इक्वल टू वी वाई। CR की पहली कंडीशन क्या थी? ux इक्वल टू वी वाई। अपने क्वेश्चन में हमने ux तो फाइंड कर लिया हुआ था, उसकी वैल्यू थी 2 इंटू 1 माइनस वाई। हम जानते हैं कि CR इक्वेशन ux इक्वल टू वी वाई के इक्वल है, तो इसका मतलब है कि हम लिख सकते हैं वी वाई इज इक्वल टू 2 इंटू 1 माइनस 5। यहां तक बात समझ आती है आपको?
यस सर।
अब हार्मोनिक कॉन्जुगेट v हमने फाइंड करना है, हमारे पास वी वाई गिवन है, तो हमने इस y को एलिमिनेट करना है जो डेरिवेटिव में गिवन है। तो हमने क्या करना है, इंटीग्रेशन ले लेनी है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू y, तो फिर ये पार्शियल डेरिवेटिव खत्म हो जाएगा विद रिस्पेक्ट टू y। ठीक है,
ओके सर, समझ आ गया।
हाँ जी। और जब इंटीग्रेशन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू y लेंगे तो कांस्टेंट किसका आएगा, x का आएगा, और अगर इंटीग्रेशन विद रिस्पेक्ट टू
एक्स आएगा,
x लेंगे तो कांस्टेंट y का आएगा। ठीक है,
वाई का।
गुड, शाबाश। So part C, you should solve this part C by yourself. Part D, you can solve it just only partial derivative. There is nothing to solve or discuss over here. क्वेश्चन नंबर 13 को डिस्कस कर लेते हैं क्योंकि वो डिफरेंट है। Here you can see the highlighted area on your screen. The equation is written as r square urr plus r into ur plus u theta theta is equal to 0. So that is your harmonic equation in polar form. Okay, if you want to find the harmonic conjugate or harmonic function, okay, in Cartesian your harmonic function condition was uxx plus uyy is equal to 0, but in the polar form but the condition for your harmonic function in Cartesian form was uxx plus uyy equal to 0, but in polar form the condition for your harmonic function is r square urr plus r ur plus u theta theta equal to 0. Here urr means the second partial derivative of u with respect to r. Ur means the partial derivative of u with respect to r, and u theta theta means the second order partial derivative of u with respect to theta. So you should remember this expression to find the harmonic function. Okay. Question number 13 on your screen. Verify that the function ur theta is equal to log of r is harmonic. First of all, we will check whether it's harmonic or not, and the condition of your harmonic is given r square urr plus r ur plus u theta theta in the domain by showing that it satisfies the polar form of Laplace equation. Harmonic equation's other name is Laplace equation. You can also say Laplace equation. Uxx plus uyy is equal to 0 is harmonic or Laplace, you can say it. Okay, using CR equations to derive the harmonic conjugate, then you will check that the given function is harmonic function, then you will find its harmonic conjugate Vr theta is equal to theta. We will check it whether it is v is equal to theta or not. Okay, so let's start our question. Your function is u which is equal to log of r. So because we want to fulfill the condition of harmonic, formula for your harmonic is r square urr plus r ur plus u theta theta. So you will find ur, u double r, u theta and u double theta. Just find the partial derivative, put your values in this equation. If you will get 0, then you can say that the harmonic condition satisfies. So the given function u r theta is harmonic function. यहाँ तक बात समझ आती है?
यस सर
जी।
यस सर।
अब हमने हार्मोनिक कॉन्जुगेट फाइंड करना है बाय यूजिंग सीआर इक्वेशन। क्योंकि सारा क्वेश्चन किसमें है, पोलर फॉर्म में है। सीआर इक्वेशन जो पोलर फॉर्म में थी हम उनको यूज करेंगे। फर्स्ट कंडीशन ऑफ योर सीआर इक्वेशन वाज r u r is equal to v theta. Here in this question you know the value of ur, so ur, the condition of your CR is r ur is equal to v theta, so you can write ur is equal to v theta upon r. Just put the value of ur which is equal to 1 upon r. Okay, after simplifying you will get u theta. यहां तक बात समझ आ गई है?
यस सर
जी, v theta is equal to 1. We want to find the value of v. just integrate this with respect to theta. If theta, you are taking integration with respect to theta, so the constant will be
f into r.
r का कोई भी फंक्शन, ठीक है. Just integrate equation number 2. Just mute your mics. After taking its integration with respect to theta, you will get v is equal to theta plus f of r. Okay. So this is your harmonic conjugate. Now we will try to find the value of this constant f of r by using the second condition of your CR equation. In polar form, the second condition of your CR equation is RVR is equal to minus u theta. Okay. As we know that value of u theta, so you will take the partial derivative of this v with respect to r. So VR is equal to f dash of r. Here, by using the second condition of your CR equation, VR is equal to minus u theta upon r. So just put, instead of VR, you can write minus u theta upon r, which is equal to f dash of r. Just put the values of u theta, which is 0 in this question. So f dash of r is equal to 0. But in equation number A, we want to find the value of f of r. Here it is given f dash of r. To remove its derivative, we will integrate. After integration, f dash of r is equal to c. Just simple constant. Put this value in equation number 1, as equation number A at the top of your screen. So f of r is equal to c. So v is equal to theta plus c, which is the required harmonic conjugate of u. जी समझ आ गई बात कि नहीं आई?
सर सेम ही है, बस इक्वेशन चेंज है बस.
जी बिल्कुल, जी बिल्कुल, पैटर्न सेम ही है. ठीक है, तो ये तो खत्म हो गया. नेक्स्ट एक्सरसाइज आज ही स्टार्ट कर लें अगर आप नहीं थके हुए तो.
नहीं सर थक गए हैं, बस आज करें.
चलें, मैं आपके सीआर से डिस्कस कर लूंगा. वी विल ट्राई टू अरेंज योर क्लास. पता नहीं क्यों अरेंज हो नहीं रही. ठीक है, तो चलें. आपने एक काम करना है. मैंने आपको एलिमेंट्री फंक्शंस चैप्टर नंबर 3 में आपने चर्चिल एंड ब्राउन की बुक में से एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन पढ़ लेने हैं. मैंने आपको फार्मूला सारे जो 1.1 से 1.4 तक हमने डिस्कस किए थे, उसमें एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन मैं आपको पढ़ा चुका हूँ. ठीक है, आपने इनके फार्मूलाज रिवाइज करने हैं. मैंने आपको जो ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शन है वो मैं आपको पढ़ा चुका हूँ. ठीक है, आपने उनके फार्मूलाज रिवाइज करने हैं, और जो हार्मोनिक फंक्शंस हैं वो आपने उनके फार्मूलाज रिवाइज करने हैं. नेक्स्ट मैं जब भी लेक्चर लूंगा, मैं एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन चैप्टर नंबर 3 में से एक्सपोनेंशियल, हार्मोनिक और ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक फंक्शंस को डिस्कस करूंगा. तो यू शुड रिकॉल देयर फार्मूलाज एंड देयर टेक्निक्स. देन वी विल डिस्कस इन आवर नेक्स्ट लेक्चर. So today it is enough. So we will end our lecture over here.
ओके सर, अल्लाह हाफिज़.
Allah Hafiz.